Right, we are back in Oakwood, home of Oakwood Garden Rooms. We've got our gazebo set up because there's an incoming cloud and we think it's going to rain. We've insulated this base, it's 5 metres by 3 metres. All the timber's treated. We've put in 100mm fall-backed insulation which is supported off slate lats. We are then putting a roofing membrane over the top of that to stop any damp coming up, but as I said before, it's over-engineering because no damp's going to come up because we are off the floor. We are going to floor in 22mm erect protect. It's the best on the market. It's got a double coating on it and it can be left out in all weathers for 6 weeks. I showed you how to do it before. What I'm going to do, I'm going to bash through this one. We're going to get all the walls up to there and try and get the roof on as well, or at least the roof frame. So it's going to be fast, it's going to be quick. If you need to pause or slow down, do that because I ain't stopping and you'll keep watching. Thank you. Right, so we're using screwed this board. I've got it hanging over how much I want. What we're going to do now, we're going to drop this board on. Push it to me, John. There. And put that level on there. Make sure they're running through level, which they are now, so that's fine. If we're hanging over enough on that side there.
It's about right, yeah.
So we know this board is right, that board is right. Once you've got your first 2 boards right, then all the rest will follow suit. You can see it's hanging over there. So what we've done, we've hung it over enough so when our wall sits on there, there'll be enough bearing on the floor anyway, but the OSB will then fly past the steel shoe, which is important. Okay. We've put our breathable membrane over the top of that. We've used 22mm erect protect chipboard form with 5-minute polyurethane glue. We've used 60mm screws even, and we've used this Makita DTD 171, which is an impressive bit of kit I've said before. That's banged all them screws in. There's, I think, just short of 400 screws gone in there in the space of 15 minutes maybe. We're going to wait while this glue goes off because it's 5 minutes, and even at 5 minutes it's still a little bit too long for us. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut all the wall timbers. I've worked out the wall heights, the front height, the back height. We're going to build the back wall, we're going to build the side walls, we're going to rack and brace them, which I'll show you how to do. We're going to put the front wall in, we're going to put our 160 steel on top of that, and then that will be the walls all up. We'll rack and brace all them and get them nice and solid, and then we'll wrap them with OSB 11mm. So what I'm doing, I'm cutting the studs for the back and the side walls. We set the length on the chop saw there. So the wall will be the same length. That's fine, 5-minute glue started going off. I know somebody says, why don't I use a plasterboard scraper, but the thing is, we've got far too many tools and stuff as it is. Handsaw will do exactly the same job. Just get the excess glue off there like that. So it's the same. So what we'll do, we'll clear this full area. We've pre-cut our studs for our back and our side walls, and I'm now about to show you how to make a stud wall. Thank you. As the system's concerned, as I was saying, it's sort of like mill perfect. So when we go around, we've levelled it all off. I mean, you can see the level there. Not quite, but it's more or less well within tolerance. And that way, again, that one's perfect that way. So that's the base system, mill perfect. Right, I'm about to show you how to do a wall now. Wall. Top plate, bottom plate, we're working at 400 centres. We've already cut studs over there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay the top plate and bottom plate next to each other, hook my tape on there and mark my 400 centres like such, and we'll do that all the way along. So there's all your marks for your studs. What I'll do now is separate the head and the bottom. So we'll put the top plate over there. We'll put our bottom plate over there, and then these lads will throw the studs over and we'll nail them. We're using Paslogs, we're using 90mm nails to load them up. We're ready to go on that one.
Yeah,
right.
Set them both up. He wants 14 joists.
Let's have some studs. John, do you come over?
I'm coming over now, yeah.
Right, so what we do, there's a lot of twists on these timbers, so I'm going to keep it down with my knee. 2 nails is sufficient for that. Spread them out, Sean. What we'll do, it needs to be practically centre, give or take, doesn't matter. Flush at the top there. So, coming towards the end of that one now. Obviously with a PAS load you need to put on safety glasses. I've actually drove a nail through into my hand before, I'll show you a picture of that. Right, so that the top plate nailed to the studs. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4 guys on site with me. One of them's on camera, so he's obviously can't do it. I would have expected somebody to start nailing the bottom plate on, but they aren't, so I'll do it. You let me down then, Sean.
Sorry, man, somebody doing the studs.
Remember one and flush, Sean. So what we'll do now, we'll stand the wall up, slide it into place, and what we will do, we'll put a couple of screws in the bottom just to temporarily hold it. Right, so put a couple of screws in there, it's just temporary. I got it. Right, I got it. Right, so 3 screws is enough to hold that, which will then give us enough room to build our walls, build our front walls, still get them in. We're obviously short there because 4.8 is as long as it comes, and it's a 5-point building. Just catch my breath, so we need to build a little bit in there. The reason why I don't put the row of noggins in when we do it, because when we want to rack it and get it plumb, it's a lot easier to bend it without the noggins in. What we'll do at some point, I'll show you how we do it, we'll rack and brace that so it's completely vertical and completely plumb. So what we're going to do now is build that little bit wall there, side wall, side wall. They've both got windows in, so I'll show you how we'll put a window in as well. Like that. I've drawn the line. What I'll do then is measure it like that, and then that will give me the length. I'm going to add a little bit on then, I'll squeeze it up to 2,905, and that'll give me the length of the bottom plate and the top plate. So these both end walls have got windows in, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to do them windows as well. So like I said, there's a window going in both these walls. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hook my tape on the front there, which will be the front wall. I'm going to go to the back. That measure is 3,124. Half of that is
1,562.
So what we'll do then, we'll mark, that's the centre, and the reason why I've done that is because I want the centre to be, the window to be in the centre of the wall when viewed from outside. So the window is 1,200 long, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put 610 there, Sean, hold that, 610 there, and then 1220 there, put across there, put across there, put across there, and put across there. So that will be where the window goes. It'll give me 20mm clearance on the window to print the window in. So I'll build that stud and I'll show you what I'm going to do there as well. That's the basic frame of the wall there. So the window's going in. So I know the window is 1,200 by 1,000 high. So what I'm going to do, this is 1,220, so I've left myself some clearance. So I'm going to pop that in there. That will then get nailed to that. That'll give me a head there so I can get my architrave around my window. The window's 1,000 high. So what I'll do now, I will go and mark. I'm going to mark it at 1,010, and that will also then give me some clearance to get the window in. And what we'll do then, this other 1220 beam, we will then put in there, and then we'll put some uprights there as well to carry it. I mean, it's an aluminium window, there's no weight in it, it doesn't need double trimmers or anything like that. But that basically, when we've got the timbers in there, that will be our window opening, centralised on the external wall. We'll pop that up, same exactly going in that wall. We'll rack and brace all these walls before we start on the front one because the steel's going in the front one. Put a series of nails, put the side wall there and nail it to the back wall, so that's a right angle, that ain't going to fall over. What we're doing now, we're going to get the bottom of this wall straight. I don't know if you can see, you probably can't, but the timber, the bottom plate is not straight, just the way it's, you know, it's been out in the rain and stuff like that. So what we're going to do, we're going to put a line on there like that, and then put a line on the other side there. Throws a block. We'll put 2 blocks in. Just put, Sean, just hold that like that. Right, so John's putting an adjacent block in the other end in. So they're like that. So what we'll do now, we will get the third block. We will go along. Sean, bring the camera here. We'll go along, move it along a bit, and what we'll do, so we'll hold that down there like that, and you can see it's not in line with the string line. So what the lads will do, I don't know if you can see there, can you? Yeah. So they'll kick it, so a bit more. Oh, not too much. There, hold it there. So they'll hold it there then, and I will then get a screw and impactor. John, behind you. I'll get a screw and an impactor in. Keep it rolling. I'll pop that in there. I will then move along a little bit again. So we'll drop this down. You can see there it's just shy again. Kick it in a bit more. There. And then we'll put another screw in there and we will repeat the procedure all the way along. And that will mean the back wall is dead straight. So I'll put a series of screws in there. So I'll go along then. I'll go along with the Paslow 90mm nails. And I'll nail the plate to the floor.
I want them on the rail.
There's windows in there. We're now putting up the front wall. So you can see the front wall. It's 75mm higher than the back wall, which will create the pitch on the roof. We've dropped that down there. That's 160, so the steel will sit on that. This other wall will mirror that as well. That will go over at that side, and our steel will sit on the top and carry above the roof, above the bifold doors. What we're going to do now, we're going to rack and brace the walls. We're using the roof timber there because we've got it handy. So I've screwed it there, and it's jammed against that bottom plate there. John's got the level on the end of the wall there. What we're going to do, we're going to push the wall. Look at me. Push the wall until it's plumb. And now I'll put a screw in each of these and that will hold it plumb that way. John, when are you ready?
You got your glasses in your pocket?
Yes, mate.
It's not far off, like it looks pretty good, but that's when no glasses are.
We're all getting old now when we can't see properly.
Wants to use slightly, Liam.
Coronavirus or call 119.
Relax.
Stay alert. Control the virus.
But a touch more relaxed. Yeah, go.
And what happened then, when I screw all them up, that'll stop the wall from going left and right, racking.
So good.
Then what we'll do then, so basically I'll screw all that up, then we'll get them timbers there that he's already cut 45s on. That he's already cut 45s on. That's right. And then what we'll do, we'll rack it that way to get it plumb that way as well. Good? Yeah. Right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to plumb it that way. What I'll do is I'll put this timber on there like such. John will hold that. I'll pop a screw in there. We've already cut a 45 on each end of it. And what we'll do now, when John tells me that's plumb, I will screw that to the floor.
Right, wants to come to me. That'll do.
We will repeat this process 3 times over the length of this wall, and then we'll rack that one and brace it as well. We'll rack and brace that. We'll do the same with the front, and then we'll put the steel on. Okay. 160 by 80, and it's approximately 5-6 mil thick. So we'll cut that to length now. What we're going to do, I've put some blocks on there. Look, when we lift the steel up, it isn't going to roll off the other side. We're going to lift it up basically, and then take screw it to the top of them, put some timber across the So this is the roof, this is the walls rather, as viewed from above. That there's the steel beam. So the roof's going to consist of, I'll put one timber there. That'll be my first one. The side of that timber will be in line with the side of that wall, and then we'll space the timbers at 400 centres as such. At the front, we will leave them hanging over a certain distance, which will create our roof canopy. And then the last timber, whatever that centre is there, we'll put the timber there, so the side of the timber is in line with the wall, mainly for plasterboard purposes. And then what we'll do, we'll put timber all the way across and let it hang over. We'll put one all the way back and let that hang over. Then we'll work out how much we want the overhang at the back and the side. We'll do the same. We'll put another timber there so that this overhang here is the same as that overhang there. We'll put one there. That overhang there will be the same as that overhang there. Chop that off, chop that off, chop that off, chop that off. Then we'll put a row of noggins down the roof, 2 rows like that, and that is your basic roof structure. And it will be 75mm higher at the front than it is at the back, so the pitch will go this way. Right, so what John's doing now is screwing this 4x2 timber to that steel. He's using tech screws. What we'll do then when we put our roof timbers on, we'll put joist hangers on upside down and fix a joist, the roof joist to that timber then.
Flick it up. Down. Watch your fingers. Down. Flick it.
Right, so I've used the string line there, you can see that. The front's all in line, that'll be the roof overhang. We're using joist hangers to strap them down above the steel. We'll put another piece of timber in there. I just haven't got the big circular saw with me to rip some down, and we haven't got any that'll fit in. So they're all braced at 400 centres. What I'm going to do now is cut the back off with the circular saw to the size we want, and then we'll put the front and the back and the side trimmers on. Put the string line there. I've gauged it off 80mm all the way along, pulled it out, transferred my lines on there. And what I'm going to do now, take that string line off and circular saw them through, and then we'll put a back trimmer on there. I'll let it hang over, like we have the front one, although you can't see, like we have the front one there just hanging over. Same on that side over there. I'll let you zoom in a little bit. There you can see how it's hanging over, and then we'll put 2 side trimmers in. We can barely get the big van in, so can't get a wagon with deliveries in. I just live through them woods over there, so not far at all. So we've run short of a couple of lengths of timber because I've had to get 2 deliveries dropped in my garden. So I've sent them to around 4 lengths, so actually walking through the wood with 4 lengths of 5x2 at 4.8 metres. Let's go have a look, see where they are.
There's nothing odd with carrying wood through woods, is there, Liam?
Oh, that's what, we've got to do what you've got to do to get job done, mate.
It's what happens when wheels
Why didn't you carry 4 between you both?
It's what happens when wheels go vans.
There's the other lad. Why didn't you carry them all together?
Thought that'd be easier 2 and 2.
Right. That's the roof complete apart from the noggins, but time's ticked on and got us, so we're going to put noggins in and come back. What's important to do is spike these in, like that, both sides, because otherwise if the wind gets up your roof will turn into a massive sail and rip completely off. What I've done on the side there, I've put these lengths of 5x2 in the side. They've been nailed from the bottom, so that then will carry the plasterboard. It's also fixed to the roof there, and there's a side noggin in there to carry the side timber. I've done that all the way down, so that will carry the plasterboard all the way through there. Also supports that part of the roof. Right, so that's the day finished. We just need to put a double row of noggins in the roof, and that'll be finished. So it's a 5x3, we've got bifold doors, they're all going to slide that way, and we've got 2 opening windows there. I've showed you how to do your base, I've showed you that we put on our treated timbers, on our pile system, our breathable membrane, our 100mm, joist hangers for the joist, 22mm Aga Protect, that's good for 6 weeks. We've used 5x2 on the front walls so that we can put on this steel beam. We've also put a timber on there so we can put upside down joist hangers, which will stop the roof from pulling off. That'll all keep that into place. We've got our props and our braces and our racking, so that's all solid. What we're going to do when we come back then, we're going to get some OSB 11mm to the outside, wrap it in breathable membrane. We'll put 2 rows of noggins in there, and then we'll do the roof. So that's it, day's work. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.